been on a lot of podcasts. I want to
Oh,
ask you
man.
this, Billy. So much talk. I hear people talking about the halls of Amenti and the spirit realm and the afterlife and transition into the spirit world and the judgment scene and Anubis and Tahuti weighing and you're weighing the heart and the feather. I want to ask you this, Billy. A lot of people in the spiritual community, New Age community, spiritual community, online right now, they absolutely, regardless of how positive you are or I am, a lot of people, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion about life, Billy. A lot of people despise this realm. And these are star seeds, extremely bright, advanced star seeds. They despise this realm and they don't want to come back to this realm. They're like, I don't fit in here, Billy. They feel like I don't fit in here. When I leave here, I don't want to come back here. What happens to these individuals in the halls of the Menti or the judgment scene when their heart goes up against the feather? They may not have been bad people, but they despise this realm, Billy. What happens then, according to the text?
Well, it's a good question. I mean, there is no text that talks about a person despising this realm, but I do think that if you completely despise this realm, then you're missing the great lesson to be taught here. I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through a hell of a life. There's a whole docu-series or TV series being made about my life story right now. From the time I was born, I was fighting for my life in the hospital with internal bleeding. And because I'm Rh negative, they couldn't get me the blood. And it took me a month before I could come home from the hospital. So I started off fighting from the very first time. My very first moment of life in the realm out of the womb was a battle to be here. And going on through everything that I've gone through, abject poverty and being homeless, sleeping on the beach, to rising up to becoming, fairly wealthy and then losing it all and getting it back again. And then being on the highest level of my life in terms of popularity, and then having that crazy stuff happen just back in September where I almost died. And then this online attack from these crazy Christians and all this stuff. So there's been this ebb and flow of this, like you say, roller coaster ride. So I have every right to say, from growing up taking baths outside with a water hose connected to my neighbor's house because we didn't have water, I have every right to say I can't stand this realm and I want to get the hell out of here and I'll never come back to this place. In my opinion, I have every right to say that. But if I'm really looking at it from a spiritual standpoint, when you pray and you ask for peace, the way that you obtain peace is not by being put in a peaceful situation. You obtain and learn and revere true peace by being put in chaos.